So in today's short episode, we're going to talk about the Fujifilm X-T3. Alright, hey guys, this is Dylan Golby, photographer here in Seoul again. I managed to get myself on the pre-order list for the X-T3, and so I got mine on release day, last Friday here in Korea. And so far, it's been a great camera with a couple of issues that we have seen before from Fujifilm. So let's talk about the reason that I decided to go from the X-T2 to the X-T3 first up, and then I'll get into the issues that I've had. So first up, I wasn't intending to buy this. I went in to see if I could borrow one and maybe review it, spend a week with it, just play with it and see how it is. But after a few moments of playing with the new autofocus system, especially with the 35 1.4, I decided to get myself on the pre-order list. So, reasons why. It's a lot faster than it would seem on paper. Now, on paper, you may see that, it's able to now calculate autofocus and exposure separately, which should free up the CPU to do a lot more calculations and be able to improve autofocus. Now, with some of the older lens designs, I wasn't expecting that to be a huge change. However, I found that the 23mm f1.4, the 35mm f1.4, and the 56 1.2 have got a lot faster. In anything but the worst light, they no longer hunt, which is absolutely fantastic. You can also use face tracking with them reliably now, which is absolutely fantastic. Having the PDAF sensors all over, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that, but every single one of the focus points now is a PDAF sensor, which means that aside from them being a little bit faster and better in low light, the focus points around the edges now are able to be used for tracking in continuous focus with high-speed continuous shooting. So that is absolutely fantastic for people like me who often shoot young children running around. So that sounds terrible. However, really, really great autofocus system, and that's what sold me on it. The 2 extra megapixels and all that sort of stuff, I mean, yeah, whatever. A third extra stop in ISO when you go under 200 there. Well, it's not a huge difference to me, but the autofocus system really makes it so that I can use my great lenses when I'm working with children again, so that's fantastic. I did have one issue, however, and it's very similar, if not the same issue that we saw with the XH1 at release, which is that this camera tends to lock up. On my first day, I've had it lock up 3 times. Locking up and losing files shouldn't happen on basically what is considered Fuji's professional level camera. That shouldn't happen. The third lockup actually happened when I got it home, and I've got a UTC timecode that I'll often shoot just to match cameras that may have gone out of sync by a few seconds or something like that, to make sure that my 2 bodies are in complete sync for whatever I'm shooting. And it locked up on shooting that as well. So I thought it might have been a continuous high issue like it was with my XH1 when I got it, but that was on single shot and it managed to lock up. So I shot a little video of that, which I'll show you guys now, and I actually posted that on my other private YouTube channel, my personal email YouTube channel, and a couple of people asked me, well, can you prove this is an X-T3? And so I encourage you to look at the buttons in that shot. These 2 particularly are a little bit larger and they pop out from the body a little more, and you'll find that the back dial is actually a little more recessed than the X-T2. So that's an easy way to tell the difference. But for you guys now, I'm hoping that will focus for you. That is the X-T3 right there, and this is the one that locked up. So other people asked me what kind of memory card I was using. I was using the SanDisk UHS-2 300 megabytes per second card that was given to me by Fujifilm with my X-T2. So that was the card that I was using all 3 times when it locked up. It's on their list of recommended cards, so most certainly not a bogus card being used. So again, this is a wonderful camera, and I will have a full review of it for you soon. Not to detract from it in any way, but I would recommend not taking this out for professional work until the firmware gets updated to make sure that those lockups won't happen. So thanks again for watching, guys. Leave any questions you might have about the camera down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I've only had it for a couple of days so far, but it's been really great, and yeah, more than happy to answer some questions. So thanks again for watching. Please like and subscribe. See you next time.